Defense rests in SBF case as founder blames employees. Cryptoverse, as good as gold, spot Bitcoin ETFs aim to whip up US demand. And BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF might have trading support of heavyweights like Jane Street, Jump, and Virtue. Guys, we've got so much to talk about today in the Bitcoin world. Make sure you stick around for the whole entire video to get all the most important information. I'm your host, Amr, and let's hop right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's hop right into it. So this tweet is coming in from Ash Crypto at Ash Crypto Real breaking. The ticker for Invesco and Galaxy's Bitcoin Spot ETF BTCO has appeared on the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation's website. Multiple Bitcoin Spot ETFs are coming sooner than you think. Fire. Firedogs.eth had to say hopefully we'll see a pump. Bitcoin Logic had to say, or Lodge IQ had to say Thursday, fire, fire, fire. Few buy hashtag Bitcoin. Breaking SPX 6900. Can't wait to buy one of them in my stocks portfolio. Guys, let me know in the comment section below. Are you going to be investing in these spot ETFs or spot Bitcoin ETFs? Let me know. I'm really interested to see what you guys say. I'm kind of on the fence about it myself right now. I don't know if I want to allocate some money in there or if I want to just use what I would potentially invest in the spot ETFs into just Bitcoin in itself. Regardless, though, yeah, I'm curious as to what you guys think. Let me know. Next, we got this tweet coming in from Be Great, Block6 at Block6 Backup. The hashtag Bitcoin white paper was published on this day 15 years ago, October 31st, 2008. We're still running Bitcoin and nothing can stop it. Keep your fiat because we exercise P2P for goods of exchange. Thank you, Satoshi. So, very here, this is a peer to peer electric cash system, the abstract that started in Bitcoin. A purely peer to peer version of electric cash would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without going to a financial institution. Digital signatures provide part of the solution, but the main benefits are lost if a trusted third party is still required to prevent double spending. Very, very interesting, guys. Yeah, I thought this was really cool. This whole study and the whole like article is really dope. I highly suggest you guys look into it to see what they were originally thinking with Bitcoin and to see where cryptocurrency as a whole is now. It's absolutely insane. I love to see it. But yeah, next, we got this tweet coming in from merthelius.dev at oxmert underscore. Ethereum is worse money than Bitcoin and a worse smart contract platform than Solana. Chase two rabbits and catch neither. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So yeah. He had to say, hee hee. Mert Helios responded saying, amazing how many people this tweet baited. I feel like an ETH person saying random stuff about Solana for no reason, which happens multiple times per day, trying to be great at both independent things at the same time means split focus and likely subpar outcomes for both. If you disagree, feel free to make your case. Very interesting. Verse had to say Vitalik's tweet saved us, and when we dropped to $8 with his saved us when we dropped to $8 with this tweet with his tweet though. Vitalik is great, but Ethereum is not Vitalik. True, 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 true. David Phelps says, liking this not because I agree, I don't, but because truly nobody knows how to play the Twitter game like you. Respect. Interesting point. Although EVM consistently attracts the most amount of developers, currently yes, but I'm betting that's not true within 3 years. Very interesting. Let me know what you guys think about this. It definitely is bait, but you know, it's interesting. I thought it was an interesting tweet to kind of go over for the Bitcoin information going out here. Next, we got some articles, so let's hop into it. So, firstly, BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF might have trading support of heavyweights like Jane Street, Jump, and Virtue. So let's get into it. So some of the world's largest market making firms are in the mix of to potentially provide liquidity for BlackRock's eagerly awaited Black Bitcoin ETF if regulators approve the product, according to a person with knowledge of the matter. Trading giants Jane Street, Virtue Financial, Jump Trading, and Hudson River Trading wow have held talks with BlackRock about market making role. According to BlackRock's slide deck reviewed by the person familiar with the matter, BlackRock, Jane Street, Virtue, and Jump declined to comment. Hudson River Trading, also known as HRT, didn't respond to a request for a comment. The U.S. regulatory crackdown on crypto this year, a seeming reaction to FTX implosion and other 2022 scandals, has persuaded some U.S. firms to curtail their activity in the space. Bloomberg reported earlier in May that Jane Street and Jump had curtailed their crypto trading amid the crackdown. Assuming the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission approves some or all or of the dozen or so applications for Bitcoin ETFs, that would open a new pathway for US based firms to get a piece of the action in crypto in a way that plays to their conventional strengths. Being a market maker for ETFs, which trade on exchanges like stocks, requires a level of sophistication and automation that only a relatively few companies can achieve. Market makers are vital to ETFs. They are responsible for creating and redeeming new shares of an ETF, a role designed to keep its price tethered to the price implied by the value of the ETF's holding. So yeah, guys, it's definitely one. It's like there's one thing about actually getting the ETF, but it's also like managing and withholding the ETF is not an easy thing, right? It's like they said right here. They're responsible for creating, redeeming new shares of an ETF, a role designed to keep its price tethered to the price implied by the value of the ETF's holding. Now, you guys can probably imagine how tough that would be when you're talking about something like, you know, Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency in general, where there's a lot of volatility that you don't see as often with other markets that are getting ETFs, other products, and other assets. Oh, sorry, other assets that are getting what's it called? ETFs like gold and silver, for example. But, anyways, continue going on. One of the best examples of why such a create and redeem structure is important actually comes from crypto. Grayscale Investments offers a product called the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, GBTC, whose price over the past few years have wandered dramatically far away from the billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin that it owns. Unlike an ETF, shares of this trust cannot be redeemed for Bitcoin. Grayscale, which like Coindesk is owned by Digital Currency Group, has applied to convert GBTC into an ETF. Grayscale's initial application for the conversion was rejected by the SEC, but a court in August exorciated the regulator's rationale. The SEC decided in October not to appeal the ruling, a move widely seen as boosting the odds Bitcoin ETFs will become a reality in the US. Very, very interesting. Let's see if it turns out this way. I'd love to see this. I did not know about Grayscale that they're trying to convert their GBTCO into or their GBTC into ETFs. That'd be very interesting, and I'd love that to happen. And I wonder how this is going to play out when it does, if it does happen. Um, how they're going to make that conversion, regardless. So let's get into the next article. This is coming from Reuters. Sorry for this pop up at the bottom. I unfortunately cannot look too much into this. So let's go into the next article here. Defense rests an SBF case as founder blames employee. 8 hours ago. I swear I was able to see this last time. I don't know why I'm not able to anymore. That's very strange. Okay, whatever. So, next article. Defense rests an SBF case as founder blames employees. The defense rested Tuesday in the trial of Sam Bankman Fried, the fallen founder of the FTX cryptocurrency exchange and its sister trading firm, Alameda Research. So, the big picture decision is nearing on whether the one time public face of crypto is criminally responsible for billions of dollars of assets allegedly misappropriated from customers. A zoom in, as SBF's attorney led their client through the final moments of his time on the stand, they asked him to recall a moment he learned that Alameda had approximately $8 billion unmet liabilities to FTX. According to SBF, he said he first learned of this shortfall in the middle of 2022. Previously, he said he had been aware that Alameda had been using FTX customer funds deposited into Alameda's bank accounts. And what they're saying, I wasn't particularly interested at the time in trying to dole out the blame. SBF said from the stand Tuesday, testifying on redirect following the prosecution's end of course examination. His stance on the question of blame has now changed considerably, as seen from his testimony over the last few days from the witness stands. The fallen founder spent Tuesday aggressively pointing fingers at his employee, particularly the former co CEO of Alameda, Caroline Ellison. He frequently claimed to be unable to remember specifics in answers to questions from the prosecution. He testified that he was unaware that FTX customer funds deposited with Alameda had been used by the trading firm, not until several billion dollars had been spent. Flashback. Ellison testifying under a cooperation agreement after herself pleading guilty to fraud and conspiracy charges, previously told the court that SBF directed her and other Alameda staff to make use of FTX customer funds for its own purposes. SBF Tuesday testified that he never explicitly told Alameda staff to not use the funds. I don't recall giving any directions related to it. However, he told the court, I would have thought it was permissible. After leaving the SEC role at Alameda in late 2021, he largely had no role at the trading firm, SBF testified, countering evidence presented by prosecutors Monday that showed him discussing trades with Ellison. SBF said Tuesday that his involvement was restricted to some part of the firm's ventures, investing, occasionally consulting with its leadership, and some involvement in how it managed risk. I cared about the company a fair bit, he said. He also denied a detailed involvement with prepping the multiple balance sheets of Alameda entered into the evidence in the trial. In her testimony, Ellison said she prepared these SBF's direction in order to assuage concerns by trading firms lenders of its solvency. SBF, however, said he only took a brief look at one of the balance sheets shown in the Excel file. He said it wasn't unusual for Ellison to bring him an Excel file with multiple tabs. He often only looked at the main one, he said today. As to whether or not he looked at all 8 versions of the balance sheet, he said, I just don't remember one way or another. What we're watching, closing arguments begin tomorrow and could be over by tomorrow afternoon. If the court finalizes how it plans to instruct the jury today, the deliberations could begin as early as Friday. So, guys, we're on the edge. We're right there when this is closing argument's going to happen. So, guys, make sure you're sticking tuned. I'm going to cover it all tomorrow, get into the depths, the details, and the repercussions of the whole case and the scenario. So make sure you tap in for tomorrow's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe this one and comment in the section below what you guys think of today's videos. I'm your host, Amr. Thank you so much for watching. And until the next video, I hope you guys have a good one and good luck trading.